He watched us sleep through the window. This is the man who watched us sleep. The scary part? We had no idea he was even there until we checked the camera the next day. There's a certain kind of quiet on a street where nothing ever happens. It's a peace you get used to. Our house was just like every other one on the block. A place built on routine and the feeling that you were, for the most part, safe. We'd put up security cameras a few months back, not out of fear, but for all the normal reasons. To see when packages arrived, or to check if I'd forgotten to close the garage door again. They were for convenience, not for catching a horror movie in real time. I remember that night was almost painfully normal. We cooked dinner, watched some TV, did the whole nightly routine of turning off the lights and checking the locks before bed. You just take that feeling of security for granted, you know. It's a feeling you build up over years, but it only takes a few minutes to shatter it completely. We fell asleep, totally unaware that someone was about to violate our space in the most chilling way possible. We thought we were safe. We were so wrong. The next morning was business as usual. Nothing felt wrong. No alarms were going off in my head. It was late afternoon when I was clearing out old notifications on my phone and saw it. A motion alert from one of the backyard cameras at 3:17 a.m. My first instinct was to just delete it. It's almost always a raccoon or a stray cat. But something made me press play. The video starts with a still, quiet shot of our dark backyard. For a good 30 seconds, nothing. I was about to skip ahead when a figure just detached from the deep shadows at the edge of the yard. It was a man. He moved slowly, deliberately, in a way that was instantly unsettling. He wasn't in a hurry. He wasn't acting like someone who was worried about getting caught. He walked right across the lawn and stopped, right in front of our downstairs bedroom window, and he just stood there. For 3 solid minutes, he didn't move a muscle, his face aimed at the glass, at the room where we were sound asleep. My blood went cold. I'm watching this silent recording, but his presence was deafening. He was just feet away from us, with nothing but a thin sheet of glass in between. Then he started moving again. He crept over to the back door, the one we had locked just hours before. The grainy footage shows him reach out and slowly, quietly try the handle. It didn't budge. He tried again, a little harder this time. The only thing keeping this stranger out of our house was a simple deadbolt. After another moment, he just seemed to give up. He turned around and melted back into the darkness he came from. Watching that video was one of the most violating experiences of my life. That sense of safety we had in our own home, gone, instantly. This wasn't just a failed break-in. The time he spent just watching us felt personal and so much scarier. The idea that someone stood that close, just observing us in our most vulnerable moments, leaves a mark that a simple robbery never could. Of course, we called the police. They were professional, but what could they really do? There was no forced entry, nothing was stolen. All we had was the footage, which left them with the terrifyingly open question of what his intent really was. In the days that followed, the anxiety set in and never really left. Every little creak the house made at night was a jolt of panic. Sleep wasn't easy to come by for a long time. Our home didn't feel like a sanctuary anymore. It felt like a stage, and we were left wondering if we were still being watched. That feeling, that vulnerability, it sticks with you. If you want to see more true stories that get under your skin, think about subscribing to the channel. And if you have a chilling story of your own that you feel needs to be heard, there's a link in the description where you can share it with us. The most haunting part of all of this is that we'll never know what he really wanted. Was he just a burglar who lost his nerve? Or was it something much darker? The footage doesn't give us answers. It just leaves us with one terrifying question. What would you have done if you found this on your security camera? Let us know in the comments.